Hi, I'm Kristin Barnes, dynamic presentation coach, enjoying my backyard out here on this amazing Tucson day. The weather is just amazing right now. But we're not here to talk about the weather. Today, we're talking testimonials, specifically testimonials in the setting of formal networking groups. In formal networking groups, business owners are brought together in a restaurant setting or some other location, and each one of us gets an opportunity to stand up and share what we do, who we serve, and what we're looking for this week in 30 to 60 seconds. But there's also a time that is usually set aside that's called our testimonial section. And that testimonial section has a very specific and critical purpose. And what I have noticed is that many times when people get up to share their testimonies about the people that they know in the room, they aren't usually giving the information that truly fulfills the purpose for that testimonial section. So today what I want to talk about is the purpose for those testimonials, and then we're going to talk about how to give an effective testimonial, and I'll give you a few examples. One that is not so good and one that's better. So let's dig in, because we want this to be a short enough video that you can enjoy it and get lots out of it, but it won't take up 20 minutes of your time. Okay, so we're going to dig right in. So what is the purpose for a testimonial? When we get up in our networking groups and each one of us shares what it is that we do. If I get up and I say I'm a dynamic presentation coach and I help networking business owners attract the clients they're looking for through what they say and how they say it, right? That might be the first part of my marketing message. And as great as that may sound to some people, it's still me talking about me. But the testimonial is an opportunity for someone else to get up and sing my praises. And yes, I want you to sing my praises. No, but just kidding. But seriously, we want to share what it is that the other person does well. Okay, so when we're doing a testimonial for someone, it's serving certain purposes. One of those purposes is to increase the credibility of the person that we're talking about. You see, that person or I, any one of us, can get up and talk about ourselves until we're blue in the face. And we can say, oh, I'm amazing and you should love me and everything I do. But I'm going to either come off sounding like an arrogant jerk, or you're going to go, well, of course you would say that. But when someone else gets up and says, you don't understand, what she did for me was so incredible and impactful, then the credibility goes up. Because it's someone else talking, specifically someone who probably doesn't have any vested interest in making the person they're talking about look good. So that usually helps to increase the credibility of the person that we're talking about. So that's one of the critical reasons behind a testimonial, to increase the credibility of the person we're talking about. Another important, very important part of a testimonial is that it actually helps us prove the effectiveness of the products, services, or opportunity that the person is offering. So maybe I've used their product and I'm sharing how it gave me better results. Or maybe I've used their services and I loved the way they worked with me. But whatever the case, I'm proving the effectiveness of what they do. And then lastly, what we're doing when we are giving an effective testimonial is helping the other people in the room be able to refer or become customers with confidence. This is the impact that a testimonial can have when it's done effectively. We can actually help improve the bottom line of someone else's business when we give an impactful testimonial. So this is why this is critical, because this is the part, truthfully, where the money gets made. This is the part that helps our business owners in our networking groups get more sales, get more customers, and serve more people. That's what we're really about. This is a big deal. So we don't want to take the testimonial section lightly. So the three purposes, again, is that it establishes credibility for the person. It also proves the effectiveness of their products, services, or opportunities. And thirdly, it helps them get more customers and referrals, which improves their bottom line. Okay, so now that we understand how important this section is, Let's talk about how to do an effective testimonial so that it actually serves the purposes that we just got through talking about. Okay, so the first thing here is there's a few ways that I can get the information that I need in order to give a good testimonial. Because again, the testimonial must give information that allows the people in the room to refer or become customers with confidence. So they must get some sort of nugget or information or something that tells them, oh, I really should look at this person and how they might be able to help me, or how they might be able to help someone I know. That information that we provide in the testimonial must help them feel that way. So how do we get that information? There's a couple of ways that looks. The first way might be I directly used their product or service and I got a result. Okay, that's one way that it could look. So if I had an experience with them or their work or their product, then I can say, this is how it affected me. The second way would be if I referred somebody to them and they got results. So this is indirect, but I still know what it looked like and the results that my friend got. So I could be sharing their information. And that's a second way that I might get the information about the testimonial that I'm providing. The third one is if I sat down with them in a one-on-one setting and learned information that made me feel more confident about referring to them or using their product or service. Now, this is the one where I most often see the mistakes happen when it comes to the testimonials. You see, it's pretty easy if I've used their products or services. All I have to do, here's a formula for you. Before I was using their product or service, this is what life looked like. Enter their product or service. Then here's what it looked like after. Paint the picture before, paint the picture after. Now I've got an effective testimonial. Okay. So if I've used their product personally, then I can tell you, this is what my experience was. This is the problem I was having. This is how I was feeling. And then I started to use this product, or I started to work with them, and this thing changed. And now this is what life looks like now. That's a great model for a testimonial that is very effective. And that's for if I've used their services directly. Okay. If it's an indirect referral, then I can do the same thing. I can say my friend had this experience and this problem. They started using this product, started working with this person, started using their service, and this thing changed, and now here's what their life looks like. But there's some additional information that we might want to provide as the person who actually referred them. And that might be, I sent my friend, and not only did she help them, but she actually showed up on time. She was great with them. She supported them through the process. She was great with her follow-up. Her customer service was amazing. Whatever that looks like, those kinds of pieces of information. And my friend was thrilled, and it made me look good, right? That's part of the information. So that helps other people refer with more confidence. So we do want to share our part of it, which is how we feel about how they took care of the person we referred to them. So that's an additional piece that can often happen when we have an indirect situation where we referred. But the third one is the hardest. I've sat down with a person one-on-one and I felt a connection and I learned some things that make me feel more confident, but I haven't yet used their services or product or involved myself in their opportunity. So how do I then give a great testimonial? Well, let me tell you, because this is a critical thing, because this happens a lot. A lot of times we're sitting down with someone one-on-one and we don't know yet what the experience is when we're working with them in their professional situation and with their product or their service, right? So how do we then do this? Here's my biggest tip. And honestly, this should be happening anyway. Develop a list of questions that will help you be able to refer with confidence. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you need to know that they've been in their industry for a long time. How long have they been in their industry? What are the certifications or credentials or degrees that they have connected to what they do? What is their biggest passion? How do they like to work with people? Who are the kinds of people they like to work with? What are the results that the people they've been working with what are those results they've been getting? Those kinds of things. Are they organized? Are they efficient? Or are they lots of fun? Are they creative? What are the things that you need to know in order to be able to refer with confidence? Develop a list of those questions and take it with you on every one-on-one that you go to. Because once you've done that, you will be very clear about all of the information you need to know in order to yourself refer to them with confidence. And when it comes time to give the testimonial, you'll be able to draw from that information that you've gathered to give a much more effective testimonial. So usually, when I hear people give testimonials based on a one-on-one setting, it often sounds kind of like this. Oh my goodness, I sat down with Susan and we had so much fun. We connected. We talked about our kids. It was so much fun. It was just awesome. She's just an awesome person. And I'm so excited to get to know her. Now, I love your enthusiasm and that's fun. That's exciting. And that's, it's cool to know. But that information does not help me refer with more confidence, nor does it tell me whether or not I want to work with them. The only thing I might know is that there might be some additional parts of their personality that I didn't get to experience, or maybe they might be someone I might want to connect with because they sound cool. But that's about as far as that's going to go. It doesn't help me refer with confidence. Okay, it doesn't get them more sales, and that's a big, big problem. So instead, if I've asked those questions that are on that list, if I've itemized everything I need to know in order to be able to refer with confidence and ask those questions, I can use that information to fill in the blanks. So let's use this one as an example. Oh my God, I sat down with Susan, and not only, first of all, she was there before me, she was on time, she was organized, I loved it. She asked me all these amazing questions and she dug with me, and I could tell she really cared about who I was and how I function. And she really wanted to know about me. I can see her showing that same care with all of her customers. But then I found out that she has 25 years of experience in her industry. I have no problem referring to her now based on knowing that information, and you should definitely sit down and get to know her. That's a much more effective testimonial. Okay, because I'm giving information that's specific, that tells somebody that this person has value. And that's really important. So make sure you create that list and take it with you on all of your one-on-ones so that you have valuable information to share. And then you will truly be establishing their credibility. You will truly be helping other people be able to refer it with confidence. You'll help people be able to make the decision of whether or not they want to learn more about their product, service, or opportunity. And you will have done them a true service. I hope this helps. I'm Kristin Barnes, your dynamic presentation coach, delivering powerful impact.